We're making a one pot Mexican quinoa dish today using some very simple ingredients from cans, which is really great, including the quinoa and then also some veggie broth. So follow me over to the stove. We are going to start with 2 tablespoons of oil. I so happen to have olive oil today, but if you had vegetable oil, you could use that. Then we're going to saute 2 cloves of garlic in this olive oil. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did chintz and I bought garlic in a jar. So it's a half a teaspoon per garlic clove. So I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of garlic in this. Now, I mounded it up because I really like garlic. So if you really like garlic, go for a little more. Now, if you don't have chopped garlic from a jar, you can use, again, cloved garlic or even garlic powder. I would do about a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Whoa, sizzle, sizzle. Our garlic is now cooked. We're going to add 1 cup of quinoa. We have a colored quinoa here, tricolor. So you can see lots of different wonderful colors in there. We are going to add 1 cup of vegetable broth to this. So I have a low sodium veggie broth that I have selected. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that and stir all of this yumminess together. Oh yes, that is beautiful. To this, we are going to add a can of diced tomatoes. You'll notice that this is no salt added. Again, going for that no salt added so that we can control the amount of sodium that we are consuming. So 1 can of diced tomatoes is going in the pot, the juice and all with that. Now we have a can of black beans that we've rinsed. So those are also going in the pot. In they go. And 1 cup of corn. Now I did use canned corn here. So again, I rinsed it and I'm adding 1 cup of corn. But if you don't have canned corn, you have fresh corn, you can use that. Or you can even use frozen corn in this. The next step is to add the spices. There are 2 simple spices. One is chili powder, the other is cumin. It is a teaspoon of chili powder, one of my favorites. And a half a teaspoon of cumin. Cumin really adds smokiness to the dish. So a half a teaspoon of cumin. In we go. We're gonna give it another stir. We are actually going to bring this to a boil and reduce it to a simmer. We're gonna boil it, and then what happens is then we're gonna push the heat back, and it's just gonna have small bubbles around the edges, and it is going to cook for 20 minutes, and it's just gonna be perfect. I wish you could smell it in here. It smells so good. As you can see, the liquid has absorbed and the quinoa is nice and soft. So this is the consistency that you're looking for when you're looking at this 1 pot Mexican quinoa dish. A few final touches. We have the juice of 1 lime. I've cut the lime into quarters and I'm just gonna squeeze the lime into the pot. We also have some cilantro that we're going to add. And then finally, once we serve it, we're gonna top it with that yummy, creamy avocado. So this last quarter of lime, I'm going to squeeze and use my muscles, get all of the lime juice that I can. That acid is really gonna add a really nice sharpness to the dish. You can serve this as is. It is a complete protein. I'm just stirring in the cilantro and the lime juice, and then I'm gonna serve it up. As I said, you can serve this as a complete protein, or you can serve it as a side dish. So think about maybe something else that you might want to add to this. Maybe a quesadilla would be yummy, a veggie quesadilla to be served with this. So here we go. I'm spooning it in our bowl. Topping it with some yummy avocado, nice and creamy avocado. Now the last thing we need to do is taste it. You ready? Here we go. Now I know it's really hot, so I'm gonna go for a little bite with a touch of avocado. Perfect.